Join me as I dive into the auto industries of Canada and Mexico to see if they can step up their game and compete with the big players. Hi, I'm Leslie Walker. Welcome to Q's Fleet News, the place where you get your fleet news in 7 minutes. The automotive industry is a vital part of the North American economy, and Canada and Mexico play a significant role in it. These two countries have been major players in the global auto market for decades, and their contributions cannot be overstated. In fact, the automotive sector is one of the largest manufacturing industries in both Canada and Mexico, providing hundreds of thousands of jobs and generating billions of dollars in revenue each year. But despite their importance, Canada and Mexico are facing intense competition from other countries like the US, Germany, and Japan. These countries have been investing heavily in research and development, and their auto industries are becoming increasingly sophisticated. So, the question is, can Canada and Mexico step up their game and remain competitive in this rapidly changing landscape? The answer to this question lies in understanding the history of the automotive industry in Canada and Mexico. Both countries have a rich history of auto production, dating back to the early 20th century. Over the years, they have attracted major investments from global automakers like GM, Ford, and Volkswagen, and have developed a strong network of suppliers and manufacturers. In Canada, the auto industry has been a major driver of economic growth, with many world-class assembly plants and research facilities located in Ontario. Similarly, in Mexico, the industry has been growing rapidly, with many automakers setting up new plants and expanding their existing operations. However, despite these successes, both countries have faced significant challenges in recent years, including shifting global demand, rising labor costs, and increased competition from other emerging markets. In recent years, there have been some significant developments in the auto industry in both Canada and Mexico. For instance, Canada has seen a surge in investments in electric vehicle technology, with companies like GM and Ford committing to build new EV models in Ontario. Similarly, in Mexico, there have been significant investments in new assembly plants and manufacturing facilities, with companies like Toyota and Honda setting up new operations. One of the most significant developments in the Canadian auto industry has been the growth of the electric vehicle sector. With the rise of EVs, many traditional automakers are shifting their focus towards electrification, and Canada is well positioned to take advantage of this trend. In fact, many companies are already investing in EV technology, with the province of Ontario providing significant support for EV startups and research initiatives. Another area where Canada is making strides is in the development of autonomous vehicle technology. With companies like BlackBerry and Magna leading the charge, Canada is becoming a hub for AV research and development. This has significant implications for the future of the auto industry, as AVs are expected to revolutionize the way we travel and transport goods. In Mexico, one of the most significant developments has been the growth of the supplier network. With many automakers setting up new plants and expanding their operations, there is a growing need for local suppliers to provide high-quality components and materials. This has led to a surge in investment in new supplier facilities and the development of new technologies. Despite these developments, there are still significant challenges facing the auto industry in Canada and Mexico. One of the biggest challenges is the ongoing trade tensions between the US, Canada, and Mexico. The tariffs imposed by the US on Canadian and Mexican auto exports have had a significant impact on the industry, and the ongoing uncertainty is making it difficult for companies to make long-term investment decisions. Another challenge facing the industry is the need for more investment in research and development. With the rise of EVs and AVs, the industry is undergoing a significant transformation, and companies need to invest in new technologies and skills to remain competitive. This requires significant investment in R&D, as well as partnerships with startups and research institutions. So, what do these developments mean for the local economies and job markets in Canada and Mexico? Well, the growth of the EV and AV sectors in Canada is expected to create thousands of new jobs in the coming years, from assembly line workers to software engineers. Similarly, in Mexico, the growth of the supplier network is expected to lead to significant investments in new facilities and the creation of new jobs. As one industry expert noted, the future of the auto industry in Canada and Mexico is closely tied to their ability to innovate and adapt to changing consumer preferences. If they can invest in new technologies and skills, they can remain competitive and drive economic growth in the region. Another expert added, the automotive industry is a critical component of the North American economy, and Canada and Mexico need to work together to ensure that they remain competitive in the global market. This requires investment in research and development, as well as a commitment to innovation and entrepreneurship. As we can see, the auto industries in Canada and Mexico are facing significant challenges and opportunities. While there are many reasons to be optimistic about the future, it's clear that these countries need to step up their game if they want to remain competitive in the global auto market. In conclusion, the auto industries in Canada and Mexico are at a critical juncture. With the rise of EVs and AVs and the ongoing trade tensions with the US, there are many challenges facing the industry. But with the right investments in research and development and a commitment to innovation and entrepreneurship, Canada and Mexico can remain competitive and drive economic growth in the region. Join the conversation and share your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Q's Fleet News, the place where you get your fleet news in 7 minutes. I'm Leslie Walker. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.